Tonight on World News, time to strike. A critical moment in the desperate race to contain 15 large wildfires. Can crews finally gain the upper hand in the deadliest wildfire outbreak California has ever seen? Breaking news, armed and dangerous. The urgent manhunt after two inmates escape a Missouri jail, one of them an accused murderer. Season of war, the president's former chief strategist vowing to take on GOP leaders if they get in Trump's way. And what the Secretary of State said today when asked if he called the president a, quote, moron. The new development tonight, police now probing disturbing allegations against Harvey Weinstein as more accusers come forward. The Motion Picture Academy expelling him and the stunning statement from his own brother. And just in, quarterback Colin Kaepernick taking legal action against the NFL. Is he the victim of collusion after his decision to take a knee during the national anthem?
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening, and thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin tonight with a stunning accusation by out-of-work NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. The former star filing a grievance late today against NFL owners, claiming he's the victim of collusion, that owners allegedly worked together against him. Kaepernick's protest has been mimicked by other players and fueled the national debate about free speech and the national anthem. I want to get right to ABC's Ron Claiborne with the developments just coming in. Ron.
You know, Tom, but tonight the NFL has really rocked the former 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick, accusing the team owners of colluding, getting together to try to keep him off the field. He cites his taking a knee protests over police mistreatment of African Americans during the national anthem before games. This season, players uniting behind Kaepernick when President Trump reignited that controversy in a tirade last month, saying he would fire the SOBs. Kaepernick has remained silent but also unemployed since last season. The number of players taking a knee has declined each week this season, but 7 49ers players, former teammates of Kaepernick, knelt again today. Now he is filing a demand for arbitration, alleging, quote, multiple NFL head coaches and general managers stated that they wanted to sign Mr. Kaepernick only to mysteriously go silent with no explanation and no contract offer being made to Mr. Kaepernick. Representing Kaepernick, the high-powered L.A. attorney Mark Garagos, a celebrity lawyer whose client list includes Michael Jackson and convicted murderer Scott Peterson. We've asked the NFL for comment. They have not responded yet, Tom. Legal experts say, though, that it would be very difficult to prove collusion, that these owners actually got together to deny employment to Kaepernick. But what Kaepernick's lawyer is saying is that this is inferential, that it's implied by the fact that he is such a good quarterback, the ideal candidate, that it's odd, even suspicious, that they have not hired him. No team has so far this season.
And now Kaepernick has a serious legal team to make that case in court.
He really does.
All right, Ron, thanks so much. Next tonight, the other big breaking story, we're following the wildfire crisis in California and the desperate race to contain the flames. There are now 40 confirmed fatalities in what has become the deadliest wildfire outbreak in the state's history, with 15 large wildfires still burning tonight and 75,000 still under evacuation. Nearly 11,000 firefighters are furiously working the fire lines, trying to take advantage of lighter winds and a rise in humidity levels. And while fire officials say they are finally making progress, they warn they're not out of the woods yet. ABC's Lindsay Janis is on the fire line in Santa Rosa, California.
Flames in every direction, incinerating this house, just 2 blocks from the nearest fire station in Sonoma County. But it couldn't be saved. The fire moving too fast, burning more buildings this weekend in what is now the deadliest wildfire disaster in California history.
We want to try to just conquer this thing and nip it in the bud and put it out.
Today is critical. Crews getting a break from the wind. It's a chance for firefighters to take the upper hand.
We're gonna die, dude. We gotta get out of here.
The fire's now burning for an 8th day. This video showing Mike Vian and his roommate narrowly escaping those first flames.
My eyes are burning too, dude, but we still got oxygen, so we're not dead yet.
Harrowing moments from the night the firestorms first ripped through Santa Rosa. This police officer desperately trying to get people out. Flames inches from his car. 75,000 people still unable to go home tonight. At least 40 dead, dozens more missing, and 15 fires still raging.
This is how firefighters achieve containment. They've just brought a bulldozer down here to get rid of the fire's fuel. Now they're going to put it out with their hoses.
Officials using everything they have: planes, helicopters, and over 11,000 firefighters, many of them working long hours on little sleep, some resting in these tents. The fire's path 100 miles wide. So far, 5,700 homes and businesses destroyed. But among the devastation, a glimmer of hope.
Izzy, come here, baby.
The Weavers' beloved dog, Izzy, who they thought was lost, surprising the family when they needed it most.
She came bounding out, and it was elation, tears, happiness. It was one of the greatest moments of my life.
So great that family was able to find their dog. Lindsay Janice joins us from Santa Rosa. Authorities say they'll have a plan in the next 24 hours to start letting some people return to their homes. But Lindsay, we can see it right behind you. There's nothing to come home to for some.
That's right, Tom. We are on a platform so that you can get a bird's eye view of this neighborhood just decimated by the flames. You may be able to see crews working here to make sure it's safe so that people can come home, at least survey the damage for themselves, perhaps even salvage a couple of items. Authorities say they are optimistic. They are turning the corner in the battle against these fires. They're asking people to hang in there just a little bit longer. Tom?
So sad to think that used to be a neighborhood. All right, Lindsay, thanks so much. And officials and residents in California are watching those firefighting conditions so closely. I want to bring in ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano. How's it looking, Rob?
Well, they're turning the corner weather-wise as well. We're going to start to drop the advisories across Southern California. The winds will begin to diminish tonight. And then there is some green on the map here, Tom. Or a stronger system is going to head into the Pacific Northwest by Thursday, Friday. Some of that rain should get down into the Northern California fire zones. It's not going to be a ton of rain, but it'll certainly moisten things up. And by then, hopefully, firefighters will have things under control. I should mention this front that's cruising across the Great Lakes. Big winds here doing damage across western New York. Some low-top thunderstorms will move across the I-95 corridor overnight tonight, and then big cool down by Tuesday morning, finally starting to feel like fall with temperatures in the 30s and 40s Tuesday morning, Tom.
Rob, thanks so much. We want to turn now to an urgent manhunt tonight after a jailbreak in Missouri. Authorities say these two inmates busted out of jail early this morning, one of them currently facing a first-degree murder charge. ABC's Adrian Bankert on the hunt to find the pair.
Tonight, Missouri deputies on the hunt for two inmates seen here walking the streets moments after a daring jail escape.
Scott County's advising they've had two inmates escape. Unknown direction of travel, unknown clothing description. Proceed with caution.
Authorities say 27-year-old William Carter and 41-year-old Joseph Latimondier, considered armed and dangerous, broke out around 1:41 a.m. Surveillance video shows them heading towards the Mississippi River.
They crawled through an air duct and gained access to a room where they were able to knock the lock loose on a door when the alarm went off. Two subjects jump over the fence behind the sheriff's department and take off running.
Latimondier was being held on several felony charges, including kidnapping and violent domestic assault. Carter faces first-degree murder. Investigators say he purposely ran down his estranged wife and another man with his car, killing them. The community unnerved, with officers searching at checkpoints throughout the city.
Tom, Caruthersville, Missouri, where this all went down, has a citywide surveillance system. Police are now scouring that video for clues. Tom?
Hopefully they have more video of those two. All right, Adrian, thanks so much. Now to the White House and an ominous warning from the president's former chief strategist saying the season of war is upon us. Steve Bannon telling an audience of conservative voters he will go to war on the Republican establishment and any lawmakers standing in the way of the president's agenda. Meantime, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson refusing to answer questions about whether he called the president a moron, downplaying reported tensions with the White House. It comes as President Trump is set to meet tomorrow with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, hoping to strike a deal on health care and tax reform. ABC's David Wright is at the White House tonight.
Tonight, the president's former chief strategist appears to be gearing up for all-out political war.
This is not my war. This is our war.
Steve Bannon told Trump loyalists at the Values Voters Summit it's open season on politicians of either party who stand in Trump's way.
Right now, it's a season of war against a GOP establishment.
But Bannon's old boss appears to have different ideas. This weekend, Trump played friendly rounds of golf with key members of the GOP establishment. Republican senators who've challenged the administration on health care reform and other issues. Rand Paul
he's a little better golfer than I am, admittedly.
And Lindsey Graham. Today, Graham pushed back at Bannon.
He's a symptom of a problem. Bannon can't beat us if we're successful.
But Bannon's knives are drawn, threatening to take down enemies of the Trump agenda, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
Up on Capitol Hill, because I've been getting calls, it's like before the Ides of March. They're just looking to find out who's going to be Brutus to your Julius Caesar.
On the Sunday show, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson had to answer some sharp criticism of Trump from the GOP establishment, from Republican Bob Corker, chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, who told the Washington Post Trump is castrating his Secretary of State.
I checked, I'm fully intact.
Tillerson was also asked repeatedly to address a reportedly salty quote of his own.
Is it true? Did you call him a moron?
The Secretary of State would not give a yes or no answer.
I'm just not going to dignify the question. I call the president Mr. President. These are the destructive games of this town. They're not helpful to anyone. And so my position on it is I'm not playing.
And David Wright joins us live from the White House. As we heard in your report, Steve Bannon taking on the GOP establishment, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who the president is set to sit down with tomorrow.
That's right. We're told that Mitch McConnell will be here for lunch tomorrow, his first meeting with the president since the Senate failed to pass that latest version of the Obamacare repeal. And of course, since then, Trump has voiced some withering criticism of McConnell's leadership. But it appears tomorrow he's prepared to make nice, Tom.
We'll see what happens. All right, David, thanks so much. Overseas now, at least 276 people killed in what may be the deadliest attack in Somalia's history. A massive truck bomb detonating in a crowded street in the capital city of Mogadishu. Another 300 injured. There has been no confirmed claim of responsibility, but al-Shabaab Islamic extremists have long targeted Mogadishu, the State Department condemning the, quote, senseless act. Back here at home, disturbing new accusations against Harvey Weinstein. New accusers coming forward as authorities in the U.S. and the U.K. open criminal investigations. One of several developments in the explosive sex scandal. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
Tonight, new startling rape accusations that could lead to criminal charges for Harvey Weinstein. Now, British soap opera star Lizette Anthony going public, reporting to police that Weinstein raped her in her West London home in the late 1980s, telling the London Sunday Times she was left feeling disgusted and embarrassed. Late today, ABC News learning 2 more women have now come forward. British police investigating 5 sexual assault allegations. The NYPD has also opened up an investigation. The list of women accusing Weinstein of harassment or sexual assault now surpassing 35.
I don't want this to be swept under the carpet, and it doesn't feel good, and we're better than that.
Weinstein, in a previous statement to The New Yorker, has denied any allegations of non-consensual sex.
Guys, I'm not doing okay.
You're not?
I'm trying. I gotta get help, guys. You know what? We all make mistakes. Second chance, I hope.
Hollywood ignoring that plea. The Academy voting to expel the movie mogul from the Oscar Club.
There's no way in hell Harvey Weinstein's being invited to the Oscars this year or any year in the conceivable future. He's gone.
The Academy writing that they hope to send a message that the era of willful ignorance and shameful complicity in sexual predatory behavior and workplace harassment in our industry is over. But the group still includes disparaged names like Roman Polanski, who pled guilty to having sex with a 13-year-old, and Bill Cosby, who denies accusations about drugging women and sexual misconduct. And tonight, a battle between the Weinstein brothers. Co-founder Bob Weinstein says he's spoken to his brother twice since the scandal broke, telling The Hollywood Reporter his brother doesn't have an ounce of remorse for what he has done. Some of these new rape accusations from London go back more than 20 years, but there's no statute of limitations, so Weinstein could face charges. Tom?
Eva Pilgrim with those new developments in this explosive case tonight. Eva, thank you. And there's still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. The shootout with police on the side of an American highway, what officers say they didn't know when that suspect took aim at them. The urgent safety warning from law enforcement tonight for the millions of Americans using dating apps. And the waiter who took on an alleged thief, what he did to stop the getaway.